Is your relationship just going through a rough patch? Or is it actually falling apart? Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference, right? One minute it feels like love, the next like everything's slipping away. Is it just stress, routine, or something deeper? Let's be real. Not every argument means the end, and not every silence means peace. So today we're diving deep. Is it just a crisis, or is your relationship really coming to an end? You need to ask yourself that twice. Is it just a crisis, or is the relationship coming to an end? Let's figure it out together. Chapter 1. When everything feels off, there are moments when things just don't feel right, even if you can't explain why. You look at the person next to you and wonder, what are we even doing anymore? But hey, before jumping to conclusions, take a breath. Sometimes the chaos isn't about the relationship, it's about life itself. Work, family, stress, they all sneak into your love life. You or your partner might be going through personal stuff. That pressure can spill into the relationship and make it feel like love is fading. But that doesn't always mean it is. So ask yourself, are these problems between us, or inside me, or them? Getting that clarity is the first step. What if your partner is going through something tough? Do you have space for each other to struggle without breaking apart? That's important, because sometimes love is there, just buried under layers of life. Let's not throw away something real just because it's going through a rough season. So instead of asking, are we done? Try asking, are we okay, despite everything else going on? See the difference? It shifts the blame off the relationship and looks at the big picture. That's where answers start to show up. Chapter 2. Question 1. Is there still reciprocity? Let's get real. Love isn't a one-way street. Are you giving your best and feeling like it's going nowhere? Do you feel like you're pushing a heavy rock uphill, alone? It's where you start noticing imbalance. And imbalance, over time, starts to feel like emptiness. Now, think honestly, are both of you showing up for each other? Even when life's messy and hard, is there still a team effort? Or are you the only one trying to keep things afloat? Effort doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be mutual. Otherwise, it's not a relationship. It's a rescue mission. Look at how your partner responds to your love and care. Are they meeting you halfway or not even trying? And are you doing your part too, or have you checked out quietly? It's easy to point fingers, but this question takes real honesty. No dramage, just the truth. So here's the deal. Love thrives when both people are invested. It doesn't survive long when one is all in and the other's just cruising. Reciprocity is the heartbeat of any real connection. Is yours still beating? Only you can answer that. Chapter 3. Question 2. Are my expectations realistic? Let's talk about expectations. Those silent hopes that grow into loud disappointments. Sometimes we expect stuff our partner can't give. Not because they don't love us, but because it's just not who they are. Like wanting constant affection from someone who's not wired that way. Or craving adventure when they're all about routine. Now think, are your expectations based on reality or fantasy? Maybe you've changed, grown, evolved, and they haven't. That happens. But blaming them for not meeting a version of you they never met? That's unfair. Maybe they can't meet those expectations because they truly don't have the tools. Emotionally, physically, mentally, might be out of their range. And it's okay to feel frustrated, but the bigger question is, are they trying? Because effort matters. If when results fall short, so if your expectations are real and they're not even trying, that's a red flag. But if they're showing up, learning, growing even slowly, hold space for that. No one grows perfectly, but love that grows together. It's powerful. Chapter 4. Question 3. Do I feel like a better person with them? Here's the raw truth. The person you with should help bring out the best in you. Not by fixing you, not by pleasing you, but by simply being safe for you. If you feel smaller, bitter, or constantly judged, that's not love, that's erosion. Love should feel like growth, not survival. Ask yourself, who am I when I'm with this person? Do you like that version of yourself? Or have you turned into someone you don't recognize? Someone more anxious, insecure, or just plain exhausted? That's your soul waving a red flag. No relationship is perfect, but the good ones challenge us to be better. Not out of fear or guilt, but because we want to grow. You should feel more compassionate, more whole, not more broken. If they tear you down instead of building you up, it's time to reflect. Also, pay attention to how they grow around you. If you're both better humans because of the connection, keep building. But if the vibe is toxic and draining, that's your cue. Protect your peace. Chapter 5. Growth that happens alone. Sometimes we outgrow people, and that's not a crime. It's part of life. You grow, you evolve, you question things. And sometimes the person next to you doesn't come along for the ride. That gap can hurt like hell, but it's real. Think about it. Have you changed and they stayed the same? Are you craving depth and they're still living on the surface? It's okay to admit that you've taken different paths. Love isn't always enough to bridge a gap that wide, and staying just to not hurt them ends up hurting both of you. Some people teach us how to love, and others teach us how to let go. Challenge is knowing when to do which. And guess what? That's not a failure. That's wisdom. And you've earned it. So if you've been growing, but they're standing still, ask yourself, can I accept them as they are raw? Am I trying to change someone who doesn't want to? You can't force someone to grow, but you can choose to grow anyway, even if it means growing apart. Chapter 6. If you realize it's more than just a phase, okay? Let's say you went through the questions and the answers weren't great. You're starting to see it's more than just a bump in the road. Now what? Do you sink with the ship? Or try to rebuild the boat? Here's the key. Talk about it out loud. Call your partner in and say, hey, I've been thinking about us. Not to blame or fight, but to connect. Share what you've noticed. It's like, I feel like we're not helping each other grow anymore, or I feel like I'm alone in this. Let honesty open the door. If they shut down, dismiss you, or say you're overreacting, well, that tells you a lot. But if they say, yeah, I've been feeling it too, then you've got something to work with. Love that's willing to face the truth is love worth saving. But it takes both of you, so don't be afraid of that talk. It might be hard, but it might also be the beginning of something new. Maybe healing, maybe closure. Either way, it's movement hand. You need that. So, is it just a crisis, or is your relationship coming to an end? Only you can answer that, but you don't have to do it alone. If this video helped you reflect, hit that like button to show some love. Drop a comment and tell me what hit you hardest today. And hey, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep growing together. We're all figuring this out, one chapter at a time. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is pause, reflect, and choose better. For you, for love. See you in the next video.